Oh, wow, dear friends. I have big news to share with all of you this Thanksgiving Day. Senator Chuck Schumer is now planning to make several changes to Senate Democrat leadership. Top economists have also reported that trillions of dollars in cash has been sent out in the form of stimulus checks. But millions of Americans are continuing to urge that Congress pass a fourth stimulus package. Some lawmakers have proposed a one-time deposit of $2,000. My dear friends, do make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. Also know that I'll be announcing another winner for the $75 Walmart gift card in a video later today. Please make sure you enter the giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos. And then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you leave a comment on, the more likely your chances of winning these giveaways. I will also be announcing another winner tomorrow, so please stay tuned for the videos. During the height of the crisis, a national stimulus relief package put much-needed cash in the hands of millions of Americans. But nearly 2 years later, the question many economists are asking is exactly how much money was shelled out, which is about $5 trillion. According to a recent Bloomberg report, U.S. Federal Reserve data shows that by the second quarter of this year, total cash on hand in American households sat at $4.7 trillion. But before the crisis, in 2019, that number was $1 trillion, held in accounts against which checks could be written. This windfall of cash was likely caused by the $1.5 trillion in stimulus money that was allocated to Americans over the course of the last 2 years, which funded other sustaining ventures. The U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis found that the U.S. personal savings rate was 17% in 2020. That was the highest annual rate since 1944. This increase in cash is not the case for every household, though. The bottom fifth of the income distribution experienced a 73% cash fall in the first half of 2022. Unlike every other tax bracket group, stimulus payments significantly decreased the number of children experiencing poverty across the United States. The child tax credit expansion drove child poverty sharply downward in 2021. Combined with other relief efforts, the expansion helped lower childhood poverty by more than 40% between 2020 and 2021, reaching a record low of 5.2%. The credit's expansion expired at the end of last year, but many policymakers can renew this successful poverty-fighting policy in year-end. But our policymakers can renew this successful poverty-fighting policy in year-end bipartisan tax legislation. So there is definitely pressure on Congress right now to continue to expand the monthly child tax credit payments for millions of Americans, especially during this holiday season. Some lawmakers have proposed as much as $2,000 in extra money for low-income households. So dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Should Congress extend the monthly child tax credit payments? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now friends, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is looking to change up Democratic leadership for the next session of Congress, after the Democrats were able to hold on to the majority in the upper chamber in a very close midterm election. Chuck Schumer is likely to promote Senate Democrat Debbie Stabenow and Amy Klobuchar to leadership positions. According to Politico, Senator Stabenow and Klobuchar are frequent names on bipartisan bills, and both are on the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry. Senator Schumer is suggesting that the Democrats eliminate the position of assistant leader from the caucus's hierarchy, as Senate Democrat Patty Murray plans to step down from her number 3 leadership role. Friends, the keyword for this video is Casper, Wyoming. If you would like to enter today's Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below this keyword, which is Casper, Wyoming, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you're also subscribed to my channel. Senator Chuck Schumer also plans to create a new role called the Deputy Conference Secretary. Senator Schumer sent staffers a message with his proposals this past Wednesday afternoon. Based on the proposals, Senator Schumer plans to include leaders who land all across the ideological spectrum in his team. But Senate Democrat Sheldon Whitehouse is suggesting a different approach to the Democratic leadership next session. He proposes that starting in 2025, the majority whip and steering chair would not be able to hold any other leadership positions. This action would allow more opportunities for junior members to achieve leadership. Senate Republicans imposed term limits on every top 5 leadership positions, except for Republican leaders. Senate Republicans imposed term limits on every top 5 leadership position. Chuck Schumer is also looking to add 2 vice chairs of the conference, which would fall to Senators Mark Warner and Elizabeth Warren. The Democrats are set to discuss these proposals on November 29th, when Congress is back in session next week. A secret ballot vote has been slated for December 1st. That is 1 week before the caucus's leadership elections. Democrats hold the Senate majority with 50 seats, including 2 independent senators. A runoff in Georgia, slated for December 6th, will determine if the upper chamber is split evenly, with Vice President Harris as the tie-breaking vote. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on Senator Chuck Schumer's new proposals? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my beautiful and awesome dear friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this evening. Thank you, my dear friends, for joining me here this Thanksgiving Day. The winner of yesterday's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway is Chris Meeks. Congratulations, my dear friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you can message me on my Facebook page. Friends, I'll be announcing another winner in a video later today and as well as tomorrow. So please make sure that you do stay tuned for those videos. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Thanksgiving Day.
My Republican colleagues introduced their counterproposal to President Biden's American Jobs Plan. The senior senator from Mississippi called the proposal, quote, a good faith effort. He wishes to engage with Democrats on an issue that touches every community in America on a subject we all know, infrastructure. I think I speak for the entire Democratic caucus in welcoming this effort from our friends across the aisle. As I mentioned earlier, when it came to the American Rescue Plan for vaccines and vaccinations and cash support for families and help for small businesses and schools, not a single Republican would join us. It's time for us to come together and work on a bipartisan basis. Maybe this is a start. After all, infrastructure is what should unite us. Whether you live in Laurel, Mississippi, or Lakeview section of Chicago, our roads, bridges, our fiber optic networks keep us connected and keep us moving. And as we emerge from this pandemic, it's clear that Americans are ready to get to work, building a stronger country, a healthier country, and a more prosperous country. Sadly, though, the proposal from our Republican friends really fails to meet the once-in-a-generation opportunity test to transform America and make America a winner in the 21st century. At a time when millions of Americans lack access to reliable, efficient transportation, and millions more lack access to reliable, high-speed internet, we can't settle for just repaving old roads or filling potholes. We need to invest in this nation's future, put people back to work building a sustainable economic foundation for our children and grandchildren to grow and thrive. We need an infrastructure plan that is a blueprint for the world of tomorrow, not just a patchwork quilt focused on yesterday. And the way I see it, we're on the cusp of a world where America owns the clean energy economy, and exports our union-made electric trucks and cars across the globe, where workers can get to work easily by bus, train, or bike, and working parents don't have to worry about finding a safe and affordable place to leave their kids when they're working. A world where rather than reading about the Mesozoic era in an outdated textbook, a child can throw on a virtual reality headset in the home or classroom and watch in awe as a T-Rex